Hi, I'm Cheryl. Please like and subscribe. I live in a beachfront house in Malibu, California, and both my parents were professional surfers. They started taking me to the sea with them when I was just 1. Mom would hold me close to her on her board and take me over the waves. So by the time I turned 5, I became a surfer too, and I was just loving my seaside life.
Look, Mommy, Daddy, I'm a mermaid now. I'm pretty like a mermaid, right?
Oh, my darling, you're prettier than any mermaid. You're our princess. Yes, they really treated me like one. But little did I know this life would end so soon. Because suddenly one day, Mom and Dad were busy packing all our stuff and said we were leaving. Before I could even really understand anything, I was at my aunt's place with my luggage, and my parents said they had to go away for 6 months. You're too little to travel with us, sweetie, but we'll be back before you know it. So now, I had to stay with my aunt and my cousin Daphne, who was 2 years older than me. I had a lot of fun being there, and 6 months just flew by. But by the end of it, my parents just didn't come. I didn't even hear a word from them. I tried calling, but both of them wouldn't pick up. As the month ended, my aunt suddenly went ballistic. Where on earth are they? Leaving me to bear with their ugly duckling? They only paid me for 6 months and you've already overstayed your visit. Pack your things tomorrow. I'm sending you to the orphanage. Oh my God, what? What just happened to my aunt? And I was gonna end up in an orphanage? The next morning, as we were about to leave, Aunt received a big check in the mail from my parents, and she turned to me and hugged me. Now she wasn't letting me go anywhere, but she still moved me from the guest room to the dusty attic. With the money, I was able to get enrolled in the same school as Daphne. Days passed, and even though Aunt kept getting a monthly check, my parents just never returned. And I was so mad at them. How could they just leave me like this? I missed something else too, surfing. I'd talk to Daphne about it every night, but asking my aunt for it would be so foolish of me. Soon it was my 12th birthday. I woke up thinking nobody was gonna wish me a happy birthday. But then Daphne suddenly came in and took me out in a cab, and the place where we stopped nearly took my breath away. A beach? Daphne, are you serious? You know I've been dying to see this. Oh, but I wish I had my surfboard right now. Your wish is granted. Happy birthday, Cheryl. She then opened the car trunk, and there it was, my own surfboard. I hugged her in joy. I ran to the sea, and Daphne was so surprised to see me tackle those big waves like an expert. She even recorded a video of it and posted it on her Instagram, and it was over 1,000 likes by the time we reached home. Daphne asked if she could learn surfing too, and I was more than happy to teach her. We went to the beach every weekend to surf, and I saw her learning so fast. One evening before Christmas, my aunt said they were going shopping, and I could join too. Oh my God, was that for real? But as we reached the mall, my aunt put her hand in front of me and stopped me at the entrance. Stop here, Missy. Did you think you were coming along? Just stay here with these beggars till we finish shopping. Oh, now, this is my real aunt. I stood outside sulking when suddenly a small boy ran to me and asked me for a selfie. With whom? Me? Very soon, his friends and their parents joined him, and they all surrounded me instantly. Oh my God, Cheryl, right? We're big fans of surfing. We see your videos and you're so awesome at this. I stood speechless in the crowd, and just then, Daphne came out and ran towards me, but my aunt pulled her back. Are you crazy? See? She's stolen something and got caught. We don't want ties with some thief. Let's go. People? We don't know this girl. She must be from the slums. Ew. Do whatever you want with her. But just as Aunt ordered a cab and got in, Daphne slammed the door shut behind her and ran back to me. Aunt was furious and drove off without us both, but we happily walked back together as we ate ice cream, and I told her all about my fans. The next morning, I heard my aunt yelling out my name. Ugh, what now? As I stomped down the stairs, I found a strange woman sitting with my aunt. Then my aunt asked me to sit next to her in the sweetest voice ever. Just then, Daphne walked in with some makeup, and Aunt started putting it all over my face. Wait, stop. Can someone tell me what's going on? Oh, my curious cutie kitty. See, here's the journalist from a big magazine. She wants to cover the story of the youngest advanced surfer in town. you. And we're gonna make their front page, darling. Isn't that awesome? We? Now I know what's with that crocodile smile. The lady started interviewing me, and I ended up telling her how I learned all my surfing techniques. She then wanted to take a picture of me, which turned out gross with my aunt kissing my cheek. Ew. That night at dinner, she made me sit at the dining table and served me extra lamb chops. But I wasn't buying it. Stop all this. How can you act like this all of a sudden? Weren't you treating me like the dirt in your shoes till yesterday? I know. I'm so sorry for being so stupid to my own brother's blood. Daphne keeps telling me how well you teach her surfing and you love her like your own sister. So it's my turn to treat you like my own girl. Please forgive me. With that, she fell on her knees and cried. I wasn't sure if I could forgive her that soon, but I could try to give her a chance. I went near her and made her stand up. Then we three had a happy dinner for the first time in all these years. As days passed by, she really stood by her words. She gave me a nice room, took me out for shopping and dinners, and started treating me just like Daphne. One evening, I got an email from a famous sports equipment company saying they wanted me to be their brand ambassador and shoot a commercial with me. Daphne and Aunt were so happy when they heard the news. On the day of the shoot, we arrived at the beach and a crew member handed me sunscreen to apply before heading out to the waves. As the cameras started filming, I suddenly felt my skin itch really bad. I tried to ignore it, but it was unbearable, and I lost my balance and fell into the water. As I swam to the surface, I suddenly saw someone riding towards me on a surfboard. It was Daphne. She pulled me up on the board and led us to shore as a team of medics came over and gave me an anti-allergy pill. Wow, something gave you a really bad reaction. Probably that sunscreen. It was a brand I hadn't used before, so that had to be it. Just then, the commercial director turned to Daphne. I didn't know Cheryl had a sister who could surf. You're not too bad, kid. How about we do a sister act? That would be amazing. I was happy to share the screen with Daphne, and we had the most amazing time shooting. A few days later, I was invited to compete in an international surfing game, which would be amazing exposure, and the prize money was great. I immediately accepted. As I was heading out on competition day, I heard a loud scream from my aunt's room. I went running to find out she'd fallen down and hurt both her ankles really badly. She needed to see a doctor right away, and Daphne couldn't manage alone. But this is such an important day for you. Please, we don't want you to miss it. Just go. Don't be ridiculous. I'm going to be right here with you. I called the manager and informed him I couldn't make it. Then we took my aunt to the hospital, and thankfully, the doctor said she'd be fine in a few days. That night, I went out to get dinner for us. When I got back, I was about to walk in through the back door when I saw my aunt standing, saying something to Daphne. Wait, what? Wasn't her ankle twisted? Just then I heard my name, and I stopped. You're as good at surfing as Cheryl is now, and there's no reason why you shouldn't be getting all the fame and earning the money. See, I've been making all the effort. The sunscreen, faking my fall, paying the doctor to lie. But now I want you to do something. Take her out surfing, deeper and deeper, and you know, anything can happen out there. What? I'd actually believed my aunt had changed, but she was more evil than I thought. Just then I looked at Daphne, and she was nodding. Oh my God, seriously? How could she? I so wanted to wait and see what she'd actually do, and then confront her. I pushed the door open and they heard and stopped talking. Oh dear, why are you so late? We were so worried. You know, I was just trying to stand and take a few steps. Daphne was helping me. I just forced a fake smile. Those witches didn't know I was onto them. The next morning as I woke up, I was waiting for Daphne to call me to the beach. Hours passed and she really did. Come on, bud, let's go surfing. I might have a big surprise. Ah, you chameleon. I know your deadly surprise. I took my surfing board and walked with her down to the beach. And then I lost it. You think I'm really gonna follow you into the sea when I know why you brought me here, you evil psycho? What? I don't understand. Why are you saying that? Stop acting. I heard you and your mom conspiring against me last night. I trusted you guys, especially you. I always thought of you as my sister, more than just a friend, but you You traitor! Oh, you heard everything? Listen, you have no idea how angry I am at my mom for doing this to you, but I was just pretending to play along with her plans. But if you want to know why I brought you here, just turn around. I turned around and she was there. My mom! OMG! I dropped my surfboard and ran to her. She was looking all skinny and weak. Mom, where were you all these years? Why didn't you come for me? Where's Dad? And why are you like this? Darling, I know you have a million questions, and I'll answer them all. I'm really sorry for all that you faced. I had no idea your aunt was a witch. Then she explained everything. My parents had been in a shipwreck and Dad was never found, but Mom had been stuck on an isolated island all these years. And since everyone thought they were dead, the lawyer had been sending Aunt the checks according to their will. Mom never told you about your parents' accident, but I knew. So when I read in the news recently that a woman had been rescued from an island after many years, I really hoped it was your mom. I tracked her down and told her everything. Tears rolled down my cheeks when I heard it all. I hugged them both tight, and then we went straight back home to my aunt. The minute she saw me and Mom, she froze in shock. You? Oh my, you're alive? This is a miracle. Cheryl, honey, isn't it just... Mom stepped forward and slapped her. Don't even try to put on an act for me. You've been eating the money meant for our daughter all these years, and you want to harm her? I will make sure you pay back every penny, and you will never come near my child or Daphne ever again. No, wait, Daphne, my love, you wouldn't leave me? Yes, I will. You're a greedy monster, and you don't know how to love anyone. You don't even deserve to be called Mom. And with that, the three of us left.